Okay, and we are live. I think. I think we are. Looks like it. Everything's going. Yep. So I think we're live. How you guys doing? We're gonna hop right into. Fucking, I moved everything around. I don't know where my shit is, guys. Oh, there it is. God damn it! Why I move it over here? There it is. There we are, and I'm. Didn't even put on my light. Hold on, guys. There we go. And now we're live. We are live. Things are good. How's my mic? I think my mic's fine. Everything's good. There we go. Audio seems fine. Everything seems good. Yeah. Yep, that's fine. Yep. Seems good. Good music might be. I don't know if the music's too loud for you guys, but it should be fine. Yeah, I think it should be fine. Okay. Let me know if everything is good on your guys' side, if the music's too loud, if anything's too loud, if anything isn't like leveled out a bit or whatever, you know. That's fine with me. That's fine and dandy. Okay, we're gonna get straight to work. I think I might go live on TikTok as well. Now I'd be doing how we be doing, doo doo, how we do the badoo doo ding. That's what it is. Let's see. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I feel like things are so busy. I might just chill out here. Hold on. Uh, just move the camera. It's like, oh, it was too much. I think that's fine. There we go. It's all lined up, all good. Now we can actually start getting to work here. The light is too like on my screen. Yeah, I can't see shit. Hold on. There we go. Bring the screen down a bit. That's fine. Maybe lift the screen up a bit. Eh. Use the strength. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Moving my mic arm here. God damn it. This thing's like droopy. It's all droopy McDrooper. Should be fine. There we go. Oh, nope. All droopy. Cool. We got a droopy arm. That's fine. Just gotta. Hold on, let me. There we go. Stabilize this chair so it doesn't fly all the way back when I lean back. There we go. Just. God damn. Okay. Now we all good. Hope everyone's doing well. Trying to get done with this short film. It's getting there. We're getting close. We're getting close to finishing it. It's getting pretty tough, but it's getting there. Things are getting done. Okay, we're finishing some stuff. Things are getting done. I just have to not waste any time in whatever. Okay. I just have to really kind of zone in on the frames, like exactly. I need to use exactly the frames that I need and not waste any time on it. We just move this goddamn. Why is this all the way on that screen? Hold on. There we go. Now we're at least okay. Now things are where they are. Okay, cool. Let's get into this shit. Can stop worrying about organizing the stream. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. So he's kind of going in for his punch. I kind of roughed out the movement here already. But you know, the roughs are never perfect, so I gotta be kind of wary of the proportions here. Because the rough proportions are always kind of off by a bit. Because obviously I just threw them together when I did the rough. I didn't worry too much about proportioning and that kind of stuff. It was just kind of to put out just kind of to at least outline the comp and know exactly which scene is which. So that's kind of what I did here. Can you believe it? We have 12 days left for this competition and I am still not done. I'm chopping scenes down, like just chopping them down, man, like a goddamn helicopter. Just going down, you know, just trying to maximize the quality without actually putting too much into it as of right now, because I'm just trying to convey as much as I can without overloading the animation with things that are not needed, especially at this point, because there's not a lot of time left. Yeah, so I'm kind of condensing certain scenes, kind of trying to condense. I think there's a whole section that I actually condense into 2 specific scenes. One of them is quite a long stretched out one, which might take me 2 to 3 days to finish. But I think in the long scheme of things, if I do that, I will actually have less time, because I'll be cutting out at least up to like 16 scenes. So that will be a big help. That will be a great help for me. So yeah, so that's what I'm planning to do moving forward. Just condense a few scenes. I will also cut the animation a bit short for the submission at least. But in terms of moving forward, the animation, I think I'll finish in probably, I'm going to give myself till the end of July to actually complete the animation itself. But for the submission, for the contest, I think I'll actually cut it short and just upload as much as I can, and still make it somewhat congruent and make sense throughout the animation, and still tell a story with that, and at the same time still uphold the criteria for the contest, so that I can actually win the damn thing. So, because you know, I always play to win, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm trying to really narrow things down and make it and at least make it for the submission period, you know, for the contest. And then yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And then the rest of it, if I don't finish it for the submission period, obviously I can upload that at a later date, because I know we'll only be premiering the actual animation that I'm working on now for the submission period. That will only be displayed on the 15th of July. But for June, which is I gotta update that trailer, because I put June because I said it will be released in June. But for the submission period, it will only like we'll only be actually watching the thing in July. So I kind of messed up there on the date. So that's just an update for you guys. The actual premiering of this animation will be in July, and the full premiere in terms of the full animation that I will be completing for the short film will be premiering at the end of July. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. So the animation that I'm putting together for the submission period for the contest will be premiering on the 15th of July on the Animator Guild channel. And then I will be completing what I still have to complete, because I will be condensing it obviously for the contest, and so I can just upload something and it can be critiqued and, you know, judged and whatever. So that's just for the contest. And then the actual animation, the animated short film that I would like to finish and put out on my channel, that will be out at the end of July. So like that's the actual completed project that I will be releasing. And I think next year they will have another contest. So then I will be working on my next short film for that contest. And this time I will actually have more time, because for those of you who don't know, I've had a little time for this contest. The reason being is because when the contest started and it was announced in the middle of, I think it was the middle of June or July, this contest was announced, okay? And I think it was June actually. So they gave you an entire year to finish the animation. But here's the thing, I didn't have a year, because that half of the year I was completing my first season of my comic Kill Heroes, which is what the short film is based on. I was completing that, and I did not actually get a chance to actually start on the short film yet. I think I was still in the storyboarding process, and I only completed that at the end of October, September. And so, yeah, so basically that happened. And then, and so basically what I had to do was wait until I was done with that, because I like kind of waiting until I'm done with one thing to start another thing, because I don't like being overloaded with work. So I did that, and then at the same time when I finished my comic, what happened was, when it came to my actual animation work, the work started picking up and things started to get really busy, and at least for the company. And so I kind of had to buckle down and do that. And that's when I started storyboarding and everything. And I only ended storyboarding at the end of last year. That's when I ended storyboarding. So I literally, chopped my time working on this thing in half. I only worked on it in a period, probably a solid month, you can say. I probably worked on it. And then currently from January, like the beginning of this year, till now, things have been really busy. So there are some days where I just could not work on this animation, and I actually had to, work on my actual work. So you can kind of half that again, half that down to maybe maybe not half it, but you can take a few days out. So you can say you can cut a month out of this. So you can say I had 5 months to work on this animation technically. And yeah, it's been quite a challenge. And I've been doing this only using Blender because I wanted to challenge myself and kind of get a feel for how 2D would work in animation, and the compositing, and how effects can work and whatever. And I haven't actually kind of scraped the surface of using this because I haven't had the time. But or at least that the way I set it up is so that I can get all the scenes out first, and then I can kind of comp it and put it together in the last 15 days. That's what I said. But now that the period's getting closer, I'm gonna have to crunch it down to like the last 5 days where I'll have to comp it, and that's kind of very closely approaching. So yeah, I'm gonna have to eventually get to that point. Right now, it's all about condensing and conserving time. So I'm condensing as much scenes as I can here, and yeah, we'll see where things turn out at the end. Maybe I can get it out, maybe I can't. I think I'm very confident in the fact that I know I can get this project out, at least for the submission period to actually submit it into the contest. I know I can, because I know myself and I can get it done. I can see myself getting it done. If I work smart, I can get it done. So yeah, in this last few days I'll kind of just be cutting down on strenuous like just insane animative scenes, basically. So scenes that don't necessarily have to be as crazy, I'm cutting that out. There is a really big final scene that I would have loved to finish for this contest, because I would have really blown it out of the water, but I don't think I'll get that chance. But for the for the end of July, that animatic scene will be done. So like then I will be able to display it on my channel, you know, and I'm pretty sure you guys will enjoy that because the voice acting in that scene was pretty insane. I like, kind of lost my voice almost on that day because I was yelling so much. Because you know it's one of those very dramatic shouting scenes, and yeah. Also, I gotta find some really cool dramatic music for that last part, but luckily I don't have to do it for the contest. Um, I'm still gonna have to come together some sound effects and stuff like that for this animation. So yeah, hopefully I can do that in the last 5 days. I think I've completed actually most of the scenes here, so at least I'm confident in the fact that I will make it to that time. Tomorrow I'm whole at home, and so tomorrow I'm not working, not doing actual work, right? For the company I work for. So I will have the entire day to myself working on this animation tomorrow, and yeah, that's gonna be cool. Actually, let me hop onto TikTok. I'm thinking like I should actually hop onto TikTok. Build my following on there. I need if I can just get you know the subs and whatever let me actually put this up here. Oh shit, it's dropped way too low. Maybe I don't there we go. I think that's fine. Hi everyone, how's everyone doing? Shout out to everyone live on TikTok. Okay, so now I'm live on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube as usual. Let's see what we can get done in this period. How's everyone doing? God damn, this is gonna be insane. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know if you guys have seen I should actually change I should change the title maybe that one. No, I think it's cool. I think it's cool the way it is. It's clickbaity enough, you don't need to add more clickbait to that shit. But yeah, I've been grinding, getting things done. Yeah, we live. I don't really move these arms and stuff here. Hey to all the peeps who just joined. We are animating right now. I want to know how you guys are doing. I'm busy finishing up for the contest that's ending at the end of the middle of June. This contest will end, so I need to grind like at least a few scenes here. I need to grind a whole bunch of animation scenes and like animate these things and put them together and do all the special effects and still put together all the sound effects, all the audio and everything. And I did some voice recording. My friend Jess also did some voice recording, some really awesome voice recording for me. So I gotta put that together. I gotta add the soundtrack still. God damn, it's so much work. But I can get it done. I can get it done. I just have to compress a bunch of scenes, put it together, and I just need to grind it out. That's just what I have to do to get these scenes out. But yeah, how's everyone doing on the live here on TikTok? Are you guys doing good? Seeing a lot of people joining. Shout out to the peeps. I gotta be careful with these proportions of the arms here because they're not to standard. Let's just say that. But you're only gonna see them for a few frames. And right now, I can't be picky on exactly how I would like his arms to look, how I would like his body to look. So we move, okay? We move. I gotta just pick a shape and shove it in there and hope it looks like an arm. And then we're gonna move on and pretend that we didn't see that. That's what I have to do. I kind of just should I actually do a smear? I'm gonna do a smear, yeah. But also it's a lot of nice publicity for my works as well for this contest because a lot of eyes are going to be on it. You know, Howard Wimses he does have a good audience base, you know, and that's pretty cool. There's a lot of other well-known animators who are going to judge this contest, so I'm pretty excited about that. I don't know what the interaction is going to be like on the live because obviously I'll be joining if I can. I don't know what the times are going to be like because you know South African time zones and whatever, you know, and load shedding and God knows what. And I think I'll do a reaction video, or maybe not. Yeah, maybe a reaction video or a reaction stream to that critique on my animation. I think I will do that or something like that because I think that will be a good to see where I went wrong, and I want to see the critique on my animation and stuff because I know I made a lot of mistakes in here and I just shoved shit in here and I just kind of you know shove things together just to make it work. And I know they're going to be pointing out a lot of the weird stuff that I had to do to get this animation done, but they have to understand, like I've literally had only 5 months to work on this animation, so I'm pretty sure there will be more understanding given the fact that I am a professional animator, so I have a full-time animation job, and so the fact that I'm entering this contest and doing this, and at the same time having a full-time animation job, it's a lot of work. Especially given the fact that it's been quite busy this year, from last year moving into this year as well. It's been really busy, so I've been grinding, trying to get things together, trying to get it all, you know, smanchy smanchy, you know, get it together. A lot of work, but you know, it's pretty fun. I've been enjoying myself so far. This is also my first 2D animation project because I normally dabble in 3D. So yeah, I mean there was small animation project I worked on with 2D, but this is like my biggest, I think, 2D project in terms of like the process and putting things together. Normally I just did like one 2D scene, you know, so that was like a kind of a project, I would say, but I would consider this more of a project than that. So it's gonna be interesting to see, and I wanna actually see the competition. You know what I'm gonna be going up against, you know, and how everyone else is gonna do theirs and how they're gonna. Because I've seen some really cool stuff. People throwing some really cool stuff together for this animation contest. And man, not a lot of them are as good, but I feel like the storytelling was good in most of them. And yeah, mine isn't really story driven. There is a story to it, but I don't know if it's to be as impactful because it's quite it's sleight of hand stuff. So basically, the storyline for this animation is quite it's something that you have to actually like stop and pause the video to break it down. Like it's not gonna be like in your face. This is exactly what's happened. It's not gonna be like obvious. So it's gonna be interesting to see if they can catch what I'm putting down in this animation video. So yeah. And I was thinking of doing maybe a voiceover in the beginning of the animation just to kind of give it more of an outline exactly what's going on, because I will be judged on the story of this animation and stuff like that. So I have to actually see exactly how I'm going to do that. I don't know how, but I'm gonna try my best to kind of convey the most I can with this animation. So we're gonna see what we're gonna do with it. Trying to yeah, the last 5 days is really that's gonna be the craziest for me. I think the last 5 days of this animation contest is gonna be crazy. Like I'm gonna have to really buckle myself down, you know, and just grind away. Um, but yeah, that's just gonna be what it's gonna be. How's everyone doing on the YouTubes and the TikToks? You guys doing good? How many people's in load shedding right now? Man, load shedding's not helping, by the way. Well, actually, I don't necessarily feel it because I do have my generator, my UPS, so like I can at least still work on this. Man, imagine I didn't have my UPS. Oh my god, there would be no way I would be able to finish this. I would have to kind of, yeah, there would be no way. There would be no way to work the way I am. I would have to kind of define a new schedule and stuff like that. So this is not going to be pretty. The proportions is not going to look good. But I tell you what, it's gonna be done. It's gonna be done in time of the contest. We're gonna have to get gonna have to try not be as clean as I normally am. We're not gonna have time to clean up this animation. I thought at least the last 15 days I would have time to clean it up and go back to certain scenes and redo them and stuff like that. But it's not gonna happen. It's just not. There's not that much time here, so I'm gonna have to just do what I can and move on. Just throw something together for each scene. Do what I can, move on to the next, and yeah, we're just gonna have to keep moving here. For the next animation, I will probably, because obviously the more I do it, the more better I'll get it. So I think the next animation I do will definitely look much better than this one, obviously. Because I'll have more time. I'll have an entire year to put it together and stuff like that. I'm not sure if hopefully the next animation contest, there's no like theme or anything. I can just throw something together because that way I can just immediately when I'm done with this one work on my next animation, and then hopefully that will be done when it's done. Because at the same time, in that time period, I will be working on season 2 of The Merchant of Ignatius. So this short film will be based on season 2 of The Merchant of Ignatius. Well, actually, you know what? There was a short film that I was going to do for The Merchant of Ignatius called, I think it was called Ko Bosan, The Merchant of Ignatius Ko Bosan, which was like based on one of the characters in The Merchant of Ignatius, the legendary Merchant of Ignatius before the one that's in my comic. So I was thinking about doing that for the contest, but yeah, I think I would. There's still like I wanted to do something else, but I think that's the way to go for the next contest or the next one we do. Hands are not going to look pretty in this shot. Oh my god, looks like a weathered out claw. I'm gonna have to let's just make her do a fist. Let's just do that. Make her do a fist. Fists are much easier. I'm not gonna draw entire hand here. We're just gonna draw a fist, and we're gonna move on. That's a fist. That's yeah. The scale might be off. We can just scale it up a bit, and yeah, we're just gonna do that. Scale it up a bit, move it around, and that's an arm. That's a hand. And we're gonna move. Okay, that's just what it is. Kind of looks like that, and yeah, scene's gonna go bright pretty fast. Luna's gotta stand straight up here. You can just copy it into the next frame here. That's gonna be good enough. That's gonna work. Hey to everyone joining me as of right now. We are working on some animation, putting things together. Uh, have 12 days left to finish this damn thing. Can I finish it? Who knows? Who knows? Am I right? Okay, there we go. Move this here. There we go. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna do this one. Oof, I don't know if I'm gonna if I should draw the effects or should I just do it on a different layer or something. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do it on a. I'm gonna do it on a different layer, but maybe I should just draw through these effects. If you guys want to check out what exactly I'm working on, check out my YouTube channel. I am live there working on my short film. I think just gonna have to draw his arm here just to make sure I know at least where his arm is. Yep, that makes sense. Kind of makes sense. Okay, you got it. We got it together. Getting it all together, yeah. How's everyone else doing? What, the music stop? What the hell? Is music still playing? Yeah, music's playing. It's just I think it's just quiet. Hold on. That's not for you guys on TikTok. That's just on the YouTube. I think the music's off. Okay. Should be fine. Might be too loud. Hold on. There we go. That should be fine. Hey everyone, how you doing? Doing good? Shit. I gotta still put together a bunch of scenes. Yeah, but I managed to condense the entire sequence, which was like I said earlier, like 16 frames, 16 scenes down to like 2 scenes. So that's gonna save me a lot of time. And I'm kind of just hoping I get to those scenes. Man, this morning I lost a lot of sleep thanks to my cat because my cat loves terrorizing me and just absolutely demolishing my sleep schedule. So thanks to my cat. What time is it now? It's only been a half an hour, so we still chill on time. Yeah. Normally, a lot of people only join like at the end of my streams. I think this is because of the schedule. I this is the time I start. Maybe I should start a bit later. I think maybe like 9 o'clock, but that means I would end later. I think I'll start actually like 8:30. I think that will be better because then I can end at like half past. I can end at half past 10. I think that will be cool. Let me just check out. Is he throwing the sponge now? I think that leg must stay there. Okay, I get it. This leg stays here. This one, I might as well just copy the legs over. Hold on. Maybe I don't have to redraw his legs here. Hehe. Copy and paste. Always remember to copy and paste as much of your drawings as you can between frames because that will save you some time. That will, it's not laziness, it's working smart. That's all it is. Let me see, because you still gotta fit the legs. Just gotta move it up a bit. Hold on. Move it up. The leg we gotta move up here. And move this here. There we go. I think I got the arm right. Okay. So we're getting things done. I wonder if there's any tips I can give you guys for finishing this animation as quickly as possible, because I know a lot of you guys have just entered this contest and you're not sure if you can finish. A lot of you have entered the contest late, which, by the way, if you guys aren't registered, if you haven't registered, because you have to register for this contest first before you actually get to submit. So just keep that in mind, because you don't want to just work. I mean, you could work on it and then really you could submit it next year, because we're gonna have another. They're gonna have another contest next year, so you could do that. You could do that, but just keep that in mind. I think the music's fine. Okay. Yeah, don't forget to get my. We gotta get my subs up on TikTok, man. That way, I can actually stream properly for you guys, and you can see what the hell I'm working on instead of just looking at my face all the time, you know. But yeah, if you guys have any questions on animation, yeah, throw them my way. For those of you who just joined, have any questions for animation, let me know, you know. I don't know what tips I can give you guys for animation. In terms of this contest, just don't give up, keep moving. Even if you think like, oh shit, there's plenty of times where I was like, kind of like, I don't know if I can finish all of this, but I figured out a way to kind of condense it at least so that I can finish something for the contest. So that's something I would say, like, just as long as you keep to the contest rules and manage to submit something and complete it, I think that should be the focus, because incomplete work will be judged accordingly. So if your work is not complete for this contest, the judges will take that into account as well. So you got to be careful with exactly how you do this. So it will impact your score, the contest. So yeah, that's something that you got to keep in mind. And so that's why I want to complete it. I want to complete this project, because that gives me a better chance of winning, because I can, make a really cool, awesome animated scene, but the contest is an animated short film. I can't just make one scene and call it a short film. I guess it would be short, but just would it necessarily be a film? Not sure. I'm pretty sure you can actually convey a lot in one scene. For a short film, that will be an interesting project, using one scene to convey an entire story plot. Interesting challenge. I don't think I can do that, and I think I also overshot with exactly how much scenes I put into this animation. I should have just actually keep it simple. I thought it was simple enough. It's just a giant fight scene, the way I like it, just a bunch of brawling, a little bit of story, a little bit of background here and there, but not too much to overload the audience. Just enough, to get back to the fighting and, the brawling and stuff like that. Because I wanted to display some awesome, like, visual effects and stuff like that. But in terms of awesomeness, I don't think the visual effects is that good. I don't think it's, I think it's pretty subpar. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to kind of really nail down the special effects and stuff like that. So yeah, that's gonna be tough to kind of get. Hopefully I can get that time to comp things together and actually render some of these scenes out that I need done. because I won't be able to render them out on stream now because I just want to get scenes out. So I'm just going to complete as much scenes as I can. I don't think I'll be able to finish multiple scenes actually through the stream because that's just never possible. Barely finish one during stream because I'm focused on talking to you guys and, you know, providing you guys with some content and entertainment. So yeah, it's just tough to do two things at once. I'm getting better at doing it though. I will say that. You know, by the time I reach a certain point, I'll be probably like a stream god or something. But right now, that's not where I'm at. Right now, I just gotta get this animation out. Oh, hold on. Let me just scale this down. This lady's too big. Yeah, I think that's fine. What's the next frame? Hold on. Let me adjust my seat here. Gotta always adjust. You know, especially after sitting for so damn long, you gotta adjust, stretch a bit. You know, you don't wanna wear out your back and shit. Drink some water. You know, stay hydrated. Get things going. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can't wait till I get that new chair. Fuck. That will really help me out. Getting a new chair. Oh, there's some really good back and neck support. So I can't wait to get that new chair that I need. That will definitely help my back and neck here. You know, at least support it more. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we have some flash frame action going on here. That's fine. But I actually want to do, I'm gonna do the next frame. Also, I wonder if the lines I'm doing here is too thin. You know, also add a thickness modifier. Just double the line width as well. I think I'm gonna this guy's hand way too big here as well. Bring it down a bit. Okay. I think we have it down. You can always, you know, adjust the line width later. But I just need to see exactly what's happening in this animation. So I'm extending the thickness of the lines just a bit. Just a bit, you know. There we go. Eventually I want to go to some figure drawing classes and stuff like that, just to improve. At least that's what they say I need. um, I head of animation said that it would really benefit me if I took some figure drawing. I think it's figure drawing classes or something like that. So I think eventually I'm gonna do that. I think that will actually help me a bit. But in the meantime, I can focus on perfecting my animation skill. Man, I can't actually wait to start working on my comics again. I can't wait. Actually get back into, you know, putting the stories that I want together again. Not that I want to stop animating, it's just I want to really see those stories through. I think the animations are part of those stories as well. So, like, yeah, it's kind of like one package, I guess. Because the animation tells kind of It's kind of like manga and anime, you know, the animation is part of the story in a way. But my animation doesn't retell the story of the comics in a way. It just kind of adds onto it, you know. It's like an additive to the overall story already. And that's, I think, what I'm going to continue doing. You know, use the animations to promote the comic, use the comic to promote the animations, you know, kind of back and forth. Kind of hitting two communities with one stone, you know what I'm saying? Oh, wait, did I draw his eye? I didn't. Okay, that's cool. Didn't draw the eye because his one eye is really messed up here. It's kind of like fairy web. What it is. It's what it is, guys. How's everyone else doing? It's together. How's everyone else doing on the talk? And everyone else on YouTube, how you guys doing? You guys doing good? Still putting together this animation. Yeah, I should have just done this from the start, you know, thicken up the lines as I go. I didn't think about it actually. That's the only thing I don't think is consistent actually with this animation because some lines are thick, some lines aren't. It's just the nature of Blender because the way the grease pencil tool works is just that, you know, especially if you're using 3D backgrounds and stuff like that. It's all a matter of perspective here, so it's just harder to kind of figure that out. But I think for the next animated project, I might just go fully grease pencil and just not use 3D backgrounds. I just want to see exactly what I can do with that. And I think we'll stylistically add more. I think, you know what I'll do? I was thinking about this. I think I'll use the grease pencil tool to kind of project the line work of the 3D objects in the back. And then I would fill it in like normally, like you would normally do. I don't think I would use 3D materials for the background. So I think stylistically it might add something new, something different. So I'm going to try that next time for my next short film, which is the Merchant of Ignite short film. And we're going to see how it goes. I think it might look really cool. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Damn, we're almost done the scene. Okay, go. One, two. How's everyone else doing? Everyone else doing good? I just gotta copy and paste this. Maybe make him lean forward a bit here. Yeah, maybe bring his hair backward. Any animators in the chat on the TikToks on the talk? I know who's here on YouTube. Can't really see. Scythe Cider. Hey, welcome to the stream. We're working on some animation here. This is for a short film. If you haven't, if you don't know about it, this is for a short film for a contest called the Animator Guild Animation Contest, which will be ending. Well, the submission period will be ending 15th of June. So I have less than 13 days. Let's just say that. Well, actually, probably less than 12 days now. It's be rough, but I think I can get it done. I used to do animations, I can feel the pain. Uh, I don't actually find it painful. It's just, I just don't have time to do it. I actually enjoy, doing the animation, so I don't mind. Uh, Animation isn't as much as a pain. No, that's the weird thing. Like, animation isn't as much as a pain to me as it is to other people. Like, I really enjoy animation. If I really, you know, and I enjoy the entire process of animation. Like, it's just everything about it that I just enjoy. Movement, the movement, the artistic aspects of it. I just enjoy all of it. And yeah, it's my bread and butter. It's just unfortunately for this contest, the contest was happening, and then at the same time I had my full time animation job. So like I had to kind of juggle both at the same time. And in the beginning of the contest, I was working on my comics, and so that kind of played into everything. I wanted to get that done first. I kind of only had like I said, like less than 6 months to work on this animation that's 10 minutes long, due to my crazy scripting, you know. And yeah, and it's like it's pretty cool though because we did all the I still have to add the sound effects, but there's some really cool voice acting in here that me and my friend Jess put together, and yeah, and I still got to do the credits. I gotta mention Jess and the time and effort she put in because she really did some really amazing voice acting for me. So that's pretty cool. Um, Send a shout out to her. I want to send a shout out to her in the credits and maybe add a various socials, and then maybe and also like one of the characters in this animation is based off her character, basically an alternate version of her character. So I kind of want to just give her a shout out, and it's yeah, I think it's gonna be good publicity for her because Howard Wims is gonna have, he has a pretty big audience, so that's gonna be pretty cool. um the one thing that I'm worried about is if I did not actually register for the contest, because then I can't actually submit the thing. I remember going into the registration page and I'm not sure if I actually hit register. I feel like I did, but I'm not sure because my brain, I can't remember. But even if I didn't, I would still finish this animation and get it out, still put it up on my channel. Still something worth showing off. Okay, we're gonna have to animate that hair there. Gonna have to animate this hair. Maybe I can just move it about a bit. It's kind of quick here, so maybe I can just do that and that and that and that. Maybe we can get away with it. Maybe we can. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out if we can get away with that. I hope we can. And then Yeah, but there's a lot I still wanna do here. I'm really glad I'm really glad I found a way to compress these scenes and put them together in a way that's just gonna work. Oh shit, I fucked up that finger. Hold on. I can get this. There we go. It's fine. It's fine. Don't spend too much time on it. You're not gonna have that much time. So yeah, I just gotta move. I can always come back to it if I do have time later. If I do have time, I can come back to it. For now, we just gotta do what we can here. That's good enough. Put another arm here, maybe. Yeah, double arm. Maybe just copy and paste the arm, maybe, or I can just kind of throw it in here. Damn, I think I made the traps way too big. Hold on. Just sink it down a bit, yeah. Uh-huh. But yeah, what I can say to those of you who do animate and do animation, who have tried, I just say don't give up on that, you know, because you know down the line you might want to do it. You know, it's a lot of work though. I get it, but you can do it. It's just not. I think the best way to go about doing it is just learn to enjoy what you're doing. Or do something that you enjoy animating. I think that's the best way to do it because the time will just fly and you'll just finish it. It's just what it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm just insane. Maybe that's why. You know, I enjoy the entire process, whether it's filling in frames, whether it's like, you know, piecing it together. Um, I will say it's amazing. It's amazing how, you know, this scene itself, like let's just use as an example, like this scene by itself, it's not as good. Like it's just because I'm obviously just throwing things together here. But it's not as good, right, as the whole animation, if you know what I mean, like the whole film. Because I did a lot of scenes that I was like really iffy about because I was very picky about exactly what I wanted in the scenes. I wanted to do it, and then I was like, ah, God, this doesn't look good. Because obviously I just had to move on. I couldn't be a perfectionist about each scene because I have a deadline. So I kind of like, man, it just didn't look good to me. I was like, God damn, this, I don't know about it. But then when I watched the animation all together, or the whole sequence of events that happens in this animation, it was like, this is so good. Like, holy shit. Like, what the hell? You know, it's one of those things. Like, and I think that's what animation thrives on. It's just sometimes you can do a really cool scene. But if you can, like, how do I say this? If it's possible to see your animation in its full glory, you know, in a way, before you even, you know, finish it, yeah, I think it will motivate you more to actually finish that animation. Um, And I think it's because sometimes we have expectations and we compare ourselves to others and stuff like that. That sometimes we don't actually see what we've made. We don't actually acknowledge how much or how far we've actually pushed the animation, how much we've actually done. So yeah, I don't know. Hey Elias, welcome to the stream. We have less than 12 days left to finish the shortfall. So so I am in full on super ultra grind mode right now. I'm trying to get as much as I can done. I'm not being perfect about it. Limbs will be uneven. Certain parts of the body won't look as good, but at least I will have it finished by the deadline. So that is something I'm looking forward to. But no, but you know, you're not gonna really see all the messed up parts because it's gonna be only a few frames, so it will just miss you. You won't be able to catch it in time unless you pause every single frame, and yeah, yeah. So there will be, just to let you know, there will be judges for this contest, animators who have been, self-taught animators on YouTube, and I think they're pretty good. I think they're like high-level animators. So we're gonna have some really good judges on this contest. We'll be judging the content of the animation, the short films. So I'm looking forward to that and their input. I know they're gonna shit on a lot of the animation because I didn't have time to finish as much as I could. Um, oh, what did I do here? Oh, fake! I messed up the framing of it. Yeah, I was wondering why it was like that. I thought you just like poofed in. Didn't realize I actually did a smear frame here. I'm just gonna move him forward a bit. And we're gonna move his hair a bit, just a little bit, just he's kind of in slow motion. Just a little bit. Maybe move his clothes a bit. Do a little moving of the clothes. Some fabrics moving. Uh-huh. That will add to it a bit. And then we just do a little yeah, but also on the other hand, I had like 5 months only to work on this animation. I didn't get a lot of time because I had a full-time animation job, so that's another thing. But yeah, hopefully it's up to par. Hopefully it's good enough. Hopefully it's good enough. It's gonna look good enough. You know what? I actually watched the entire I watched a bunch of sequences of animation and it's like really good. Like it's really good. It makes sense. There's congruency there. So I'm really happy with the results actually. Even though it's not going to be extremely high quality because there's no time left. There's no time left for high quality stuff. There's just no time left. I can't, there's no cleanup time. There's no going back to iron out some weird geometry or weird limbs, just like stretched out in certain areas. Like there's none of that. I don't have time for that. So I'm just gonna have to focus only solely on the animation and perfecting that aspect of it because there's no going back to do artsy stuff and make it look really good. There's just none of that. I can't do that right now. It's too late in the process right now. I just gotta get the submission out. I think once the submission is out, I can finish the film and then post the finished film at the end of July. That's what I can do, but I want to finish it in time for the submission, like the section that I want to submit actually to the contest. That's what I think I'm gonna do. And yeah, that way we meet our deadlines. I will say that I'm a pro at meeting deadlines. Okay. How does that look? Yeah, that's good. Oh, he kind of bounces back here. Ah, that's fine. I remember that's fine because the background is kind of it's gonna move in like a linear, it's gonna move like across the screen, so that's fine. Actually, let me just check with the background. Oh yeah, that's perfect. We have some good movement here. Maybe a bit more, maybe move it a bit more over slowly. Maybe move it a bit more over, make it, it's too slow. You gotta move it a bit more over. Yeah, I think that will be fine. Just gotta add the effects. And I think we're good. I think we actually wait, hold on. I must, yeah, I just gotta flick his hair up a bit here. Just because kind of musty through must. So I wanna slowly flick his hair up. Just slowly, not too much. Don't wanna go crazy with it. But just enough to add a bit of style points to this. Okay. I'm not feeling this frame right here. It's just a bit weird. It's jumpy. Jumping back a bit. Just a bit weird. Don't like it. Don't like it. Just a bit forward. No, we're gonna have to bring him forward. Bring him forward. Make him follow through. Make him follow through here. Yeah, I think that's good. We can work with that. Okay. Don't want to spend too much time on this. We don't have the time. We don't have it. It's not here. And now we just got to do the flash frame quick. Flash frame. Here's flash frame. Hold on. Need black. There we go. Oh, my back. Hold on. There we go. Just need to adjust. I wonder if I can just, yeah, I can just fill it in like this. This will be easier. I think that'll work. And just bring it closer. Closer. That's fine. Me. Fine. Just bring that. Yeah. Well, hold on. A bit closer. Just there. Actually, look like it's impacting the face. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. And then I just want to fill out the rest of the back with white. Oops. There we go. Flash frames. If you really want your animation to look good, flash frames. Always flash frames. Flash and smear frames, always. Always make animations look really good. What is this? This is a parallel effect. Let's bring this up a bit. I can kill this. Let's bring this. Bring the thickness up of this. My pen quick. There we go. Also, I'm starting to draw more from the shoulder a bit more. Normally, you're supposed to do that because that stops you from breaking your wrists. So, yeah. A nice tip for you guys animating for a very prolonged period of time. Work from the shoulder. Don't draw on your wrists, basically. You will fuck up everything. Your hand, your knuckles, everything will be destroyed. Do not draw on your wrists. Try and work from the shoulder. Shoulder and elbow. Yeah, shoulder and elbow usually. I've seen people use their elbow as well. Like, by that I mean like pivot from your shoulder and your elbow. That's usually the best point to actually not break your hands. You can even do it interchangeably. You can go from wrist to shoulder to elbow if you really want to, or you know, don't constantly work on your wrists. Otherwise, you're gonna break your arm. You know, especially if you work all day like me. You know, my hands are fucked. My wrists are fucked. Knuckles, everything. It's all messed up. It's all fucked. Okay. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful out there. You don't wanna break everything. I wanna still be drawing by the time I'm 80, okay? I wanna still be animating. There we go. Push this out a bit more. And then I'm gonna have to the few scenes after this, I'm gonna have to like make up something. Just so I don't have to redraw, you know, about 16 other scenes. That would be insane. But yeah, how's everyone else doing? Everyone else doing good? Everyone else doing fine? What are you working on? Hopefully you're working on some awesome stuff. Hopefully you're not slacking. Don't be a slacker. Don't be slacker-lacking over there. Don't do it. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Ah, okay. Flash frame. Flash frames are done. There's another flash frame here. Just the effects. Okay, cool. You can take that out. I don't know. I don't like her arms and her hands. It's bothering me. I don't like it. It's just bothering me, but we move. We can't worry too much about that. It's good enough. Okay. Right now we have to move. Have to move on. Can't stay too long on that. It's just a few frames. It's just about how much frames is that? Probably like less than 5, so maybe 4 frames. That's fine. We can work with that. Working on webtoon stuff? Hell yeah, it's been a while. I haven't worked on any webtoon stuff in a while now. Technically, this is webtoon stuff. Because it's based on one of my webtoons. So that's what it is. But man, where is... I'm still waiting on the webtoon call to action animation. When is that happening? When are we getting it? There was no announcements, no nothing. They just keep forgetting. I don't know. They don't want us to know that they didn't do it. They don't want us to know about it. They don't want us to think about it. They just like, yeah, it happened, and we're not gonna give it to you. It's just I don't think they have the money or the budget maybe to produce the animation. Maybe that's the thing. It's fine. I know Rooster Teeth has their thing going on, so You forgot about that? Yeah, a lot of people forgot about that. They just swept it under the rug. They just like, we don't, we just, I don't think anybody knows it's happening. So I mean, let's just pretend it never happened. Let's just pretend it never happened, and just wash our hands of it completely. Because I think the action genre on webtoon isn't as big as like romance or drama, so I'm not quite sure on that. I haven't actually checked the stats on that or anything, so I don't know. But from what I've seen, that's what it looks like. So I don't know. I have no idea what it's like over there now. But I mean, that's pretty telling of where they want to go with the webtoon and what they want to do with the creators of webtoon and stuff like that. It's a specific direction that they want to go in, and that was not it. They just did it, and they moved on, and that was it. Shit, I forgot to close up the hair. It's fine. I'll just paint it like that. It's fine. Color over it. Should be fine. Yeah, but it'd be interesting to see. I mean, no one's talking about it. I'm definitely gonna abuse it. I'm gonna make an animation and just call it the webtoon call to action animation. Just abuse that shit. See what happens. So when maybe if they do drop it, I can use that to kind of my advantage there. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I figure out there. Maybe I should. I've mentioned this before, but I'm probably going to, when I do get the time after this short film, I'll probably look it up and see what exactly happened. Maybe reach out to the creators, because I don't know if they even the creators got their contracts that they needed for that contest. I don't know if the winners actually got their contracts they wanted. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I have no idea. All I know is it's forgotten. No one talks about it. Everyone basically just doesn't pay note to it. They just ignore it completely. So I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I could always animate my entry for the call to action contest, because I mean, if they're not going to provide me with animation because I didn't win, obviously, why not just animate my own? Just do my own animation. One of the runners up got announced as a new series, but that's the last I remember hearing about it. Yeah, I haven't heard about it since. I haven't seen any of these runner ups on the homepage. And this is a wild theory. I'm just putting this out there, but I feel like, and this is a wild theory, but I feel like the people who won the contest are actually kind of already working for Webtoon in a way. They kind of did it. I don't want to make any accusations here. This is just a theory, guys. Okay, this is just a theory. But what if Webtoon enrolled their own people into this contest just so they didn't have to give out the money? What if? What if? What if? They've done sneaky stuff before. What if that is the case? what if it is? What if it isn't? I'm not saying it is. I'm just putting it out there. Just letting you think about that. Just give it a thought. What if it is? What if that's what they did? Maybe, maybe not. Because the people who won, I've never interacted with their comic at all in this contest. Like it would have been. I wasn't. Some of them weren't at the top. Like at least in the top three. The ones who won weren't in the top three in terms of the popularity, in terms of the like ratio. But they won, so it was like it was quite an interesting outcome. And they've done stuff like this before in the previous contest. So I'm interested to know if that is a thing, or maybe I'm just talking shit. We won't really know until we really go digging in that direction. So I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is Webtoon hates my guts. Most likely. Most likely. Most probably. Um, why? Who knows? Maybe it's because I talk shit about them a lot. Maybe it's because I point out all the weird stuff they do. But, somebody has to do it. And there's a lot of people who critique Webtoon on a lot of stuff they do, and those channels, you don't really hear about them. Because, yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. Just a weird thing. But, yeah, that's why we're always looking for alternatives to Webtoon, even though Webtoon they do have a big fan base, or a big reader rate, at least. Let's just say that. Like, there's a lot of eyes there, to display your work to. So a lot of people flood there. But yeah, that's why I put my stuff there. I can get my eyes on my work and stuff, and then I kind of funnel that into my YouTube. I funnel that into my other socials, but I haven't actually produced any webcomics in quite some time, so it's not really doing that at the moment. But yeah, once I get back into it, it will be business as usual. But right now, I gotta focus on this thing and getting this animation out and getting it out there. Yeah, it's like the YouTube of webcomics. In a way, yeah. In a way, yeah. But the functionality is definitely lacking. It's not like YouTube's functionality. That's for damn sure. Because yeah, there's a lot of stuff that they just don't have, or they haven't improved to the point where it makes searching for comics easier, and it's not really user friendly, at least to creators. There's a lot of stuff they need to fix. There's a lot of stuff they need to actually get right, and I don't think they've done that. Not yet, at least. Hopefully, someone steps up. But being from where I'm from, this country has taught me not to trust anyone. That's just the way I was brought up. I don't trust people. I don't trust companies, especially big scope. I don't trust authority because of the country I live in. Because authority always lets us down over here. So, like, when it comes to authoritative things, like with its company-driven stuff, stuff like that, I don't know. I just I get a sus feeling about it, and I just don't trust the people. Except, the company that I do work for, in terms of animation work, they're pretty solid people, and so I know the boss, I know everyone here, so like, so far, it's been pretty cool, and I trust them more than any of the other big corporations and like all the other crazy and government and all that type of stuff. I trust them more, actually, because I actually know the people and I know they are and stuff like that. I've talked to them and everything. So yeah, it's just we have a greater bond there. The co-workers I work with, my boss, everyone, they treat you like an actual person. So that's interesting, that's pretty cool. But yeah, and just treat you like another cog in the machine. So that's why I enjoy it here. But the current company I'm working at, so yeah, that's just what it is. I'll always sing their praises a bit more because yeah, I just enjoy it there more. The people are nice, the work is good. I just enjoy my time working for the company. But yeah, eventually I know I won't work here forever though. Eventually, I think, once I hit the decade stages where I'm going into like 14 years working at the company, 10 years, maybe a bigger opportunity will pop up. I'm always up for a new challenge, looking at new job offers and stuff like that. So, be interested to see where my career heads next, maybe by that time the YouTube channel has grown to a substantial amount where I might not even need that anymore. But I feel like I'll always need work in the animation industry because it helps the connection aspect of it. There's a lot of people you can connect with there and network with as well. So like I like, stepping into that environment all the time. And animators are usually very nice in general. They're pretty cool people. So yeah, I like just hanging out with that community, at least over here in South Africa. I don't know about other animation communities around the world, but specifically in South Africa, I'm not sure about the others. I heard like Japan's animation community is pretty wild. At least the industry of animation in Japan is pretty wild. So I don't know. A lot of people are going, deleting themselves over there. So it's pretty rough. Pretty rough. And then I've heard also word of like, manga and the manga creators and stuff like that also like doing crazy shit. So yeah, man. Just grateful for where I am. I'm just grateful for where I am and, the kind of opportunities I've been given over the past how long have I been working? Over the past like 7 to 8 years working, But then again, it's like people always like speak about like not getting decent opportunities or being unfair or wrong in certain certain aspects and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, most of the time it's just like usually you put that out for yourself. So if you're not going to do the work, if you're not going to put in the extra effort, sometimes opportunities might just be harder for you to find because you're not doing enough, And sometimes you are doing enough. Sometimes you're really pushing, and sometimes it's just the timing. Sometimes the timing is just absolute crap. I've been through that. I've been through both situations where I've put in a lot of work and I've gained some really cool benefits from that. And then there's times where the timing was just off, and I just missed a thing. I just missed the exact opportunity, or I just missed something. So yeah, it's kind of a combination of the two. If you're ever looking for a job in the animation industry or any other artistic industry like illustration and stuff like that, which I would argue is actually much harder to come by. Rather, I think animation's much more easier depending on what type of animation studio you're aiming to go for. I don't know, illustration, like concept art is so pretty hard thing to get into, even though that's like the beginning of the animation process. But if you get hired at an animation studio, you're not just going to do concept art. It's most likely that you will do storyboarding and stuff like that as well. They'll kind of nudge you into other directions. You won't necessarily just be doing concept art or the thing that you really want to do. Now, luckily for me, I enjoy the entire process, whether it's concept art, filling in, doing in-betweens. I like the entire process. I don't like being stuck to one part of the process because, I don't know, it's just like when I do the entire process, when I complete the entire scene by myself, with and I fill it up. I do the in betweens. I plan it out. I do all the rough work. I do all those aspects. I do the finishing work. I do the comping work. I do all those type of things. It's more satisfying to get to the end result because you kind of put it all together, and it's pretty cool to see it come together. In the end, like you putting together that entire scene. It's really awesome. It's a really good feeling. I just enjoy it. And I think it's the same for comics as well. Like comics, like putting it together in one panel. That's why my comic process basically, I never do it because I've seen people do it in stages. So they will do the line work, they will do the color work, and then they will do the like the shading and stuff like that only after the fact. So they would do it like in that type of process, where they start at a certain point for every panel and then they go down, through processes like that. But like, now I just like doing the entire panel, like shading everything, shading, line work, the fills. I like doing it all at once. So I finish one panel, I know, okay, that panel's done. And then it's just, I get the immediate result that I'm looking for. But that's just kind of like how I like to work. I've seen some people like to work in processes and they actually do it much better that way. So I don't know. It's not one way of doing it, It's just up to the way you like doing it. And a lot of that is like, that's just art. That's just how it is. There's no one way of doing something correctly. Actually, there might be a correct way of doing it, but I think when you reach the higher levels, there is no one way of correctly doing it. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if I feel like when you reach the higher levels, you can kind of break the rules because you kind of ironed out your fundamentals enough to where you can understand them, and now you can kind of break and bend the rules to your will. So that's kind of like how it is with animation. A lot of the higher tier animators, when they get to a higher point, you'll see they'll do things that like you wouldn't necessarily do while animating. Like it's just completely out of the norm, to do it, but it really works. And you'll see that with a lot of Sakuga animators who like they do some crazy stuff that like is so wild and so like it's so like what's the word I'm looking for? Stylistic, or there's a word I can't get to it now. Abstract. I will make it look so abstract and like stylistic, but it still conforms to the overall themes, to the overall movement, and basically the overall like scene of what's actually happening. And like the way they do it is just so unorthodox. Like it's just so crazy, but it works. And I've seen a lot of that. I mean, I've personally done that. I've broken a lot of rules, and it just works sometimes. And that's really where, that's really where things get really wild when you get to the higher levels. Not saying necessarily that I'm at that higher level. I would consider myself a pro, but there's levels of pro. You know what I mean? Like I would say I'm still kind of decent enough, but I wouldn't say I'm up there with the the pros, like the super pros. Like well, what's the guy? I think it's Kishimoto and like all those crazy animators. It's just their work is completely insane. It's just crazy. Like I don't know if you've seen, like this is just those scenes where you can see the artistic trademark in those scenes. Like, oh, this was definitely done by this animator, because you can see they kind of like a stamp, on the animation and doing what they're good at. A lot of animation projects, especially in anime, you can tell who did which scene. It's just crazy. But man, I love it. I love seeing it. What the hell, did I just fill out this frame and I just dodged all the other frames? Let me just take out this frame because I'm just gonna duplicate the fill in this frame here and just throw it over there. Necessarily have to do it over and over. Yeah, I'm not too worried about cleanup at this point. Like we just gotta move. I just gotta do what I can here. I don't care if it looks a bit ugly. We just have to make it. We just have to finish it. That's the thing. We just have to finish it and make sure it's done. Cleanup we can worry about if I have the time to clean up. Like that I'll worry about later. Right now there's no cleanup time right here. Cleanup time is not a lot right here. There's no way. No way I'll be able to clean up this animation. I think at the end of the stream I'll show you guys the sequence that I've completed. Man, it's freaking awesome. I'll show you guys the full sequence of the animation. At least a section of the animation. It's so freaking awesome. It is awesome. Huh? See, I'm just copying the full and just chucking it in here. Let me get it just right. Maybe I could just, you know what? What I can do is, nah, leave it. It's fine. I'll just do this. What I'm doing here. Just gotta line it up well enough. Just gotta line it up well enough. Yes. No. Yeah. Ugh, we're not gonna get it. Thought I could do that, but it's actually gonna take more time, so I might as well just do this the old school way. Just go in and fill in these. Just gotta do it the old school way. Oh, wanna do that. It's a lot of holes because it's not that's not clean. The line work is not clean here. It's just mashed together right now. And I got some really cool sound effects as well that I just have to throw in. I didn't throw it in. Tomorrow morning when I wake up, because I woke up, early tomorrow morning, I will definitely throw some basically sounds together for that. And then hopefully, I'll just do that early tomorrow. And then that's at least in the comp. And I don't have to worry about piecing that together, and, can just move on from there. Yeah. Man, I haven't actually, and I haven't actually taken a peek at the Discord and see exactly what people has been working on. I've seen some animations in the contest that's pretty questionable. But to be fair, it might be the person's first animation that I've done, like their first sequence of animations. And basically that's, that might be their first. So I'm not being too critical on what they're actually doing there, And I'm not going to give them tips because I want to win this contest. So, I'm going to wreck them first, basically, as much as I can, But I've seen some really impressive animative work, and man, it's really good. So I'm definitely getting a run for my money with these animations. And they probably had more time to work on it than I did, because I have my full-time animation job. So they're definitely getting a head start here. So I don't know, but that's not the only criteria. Making it look pretty is not the only criteria. It's the piecing of the animation together, it's the pacing, it's the storytelling, it's the sound. The sound is also a big part of the animation, and how you make it sound adds to the atmosphere, the feeling of the animation. So there's a lot of criteria there that actually you need to hit, and just making it look pretty and making it move well is not going to be good enough to win the contest. You're going to have to actually hit every single criteria here. So I think my work here for this animation is pretty well balanced. You know, I hit all the marks that I wanted to hit. It has good sound. It has good sound, yeah. It has a decent enough artistic style, and I think I've done the effects enough, and I've done the color correction enough to where the actual animation looks like it's supposed to be. Every scene looks like they're supposed to be in this animation, is what I'm trying to say. So it doesn't look inconsistent. There's no scenes that are out of place. So that, at least that aspect is, ticked off, is fixed. Yeah, because I've just used the same settings over and over. So that's at least something that I have in my back pocket. I don't know about all the other in terms of like making it look good. My artistic skill in terms of I think stylistically definitely still needs to improve. I feel like I feel like I've improved a lot, but I feel like there's still more to work on there. There's still a lot more I can do to actually bump my art skill a bit up, But in terms of animation skill, obviously, animation skill is definitely there. Like that's a given for me because I work with animation every day. So like movement, motion, that's fine. Like that I can do. That I can do all day, every day. That's not a problem for me. It's more so the other stuff like the sound engineering, working on the sound. Like I said, the sound's good. So I hit that mark. It's just the artistic skill level is just not there. So I definitely think a lot of competitors in this contest is probably going to outmatch me there, but it's fine. I still have the others to fall back on. They're going to outmatch me definitely in a lot of the artistic stuff. My backgrounds are kind of lacking a bit because I just threw a bunch of 3D models in there that are questionable. They're not really up to par as I would like, but they definitely don't take away from the animation, and they're not the main focus of the animation. So that kind of works in my favor there. They're pretty simplistic, and they add more than take away from the animation as well. So that at least, is fine. So yeah, hopefully, yeah, because at the end of the day, I'm my greatest critique. I look at my work and I'm just like, freaking hell, why this list not look as good as I would like it to be? But I gotta be honest with myself and be like, is this actually really good? Is it bad? You gotta be honest with yourself and actually, actually try and be objective with your critique on your work. Otherwise, you're just not gonna move forward. It's just you're just gonna stagnate in one area, in one place, because you're gonna think you're the shit. And when you can still improve. So yeah, you gotta know when to really be your worst critique. Otherwise, you're just not going to move forward. And I know when I know when my work looks cool, and I know when it looks absolute trash, Right now, it's just not looking good because I have to finish this, and so it's kind of bothering me because I'm not going to have time to actually clean it up, and it's going to bother me. It's definitely going to bother me. Yeah, as far as like moving on, but I have to move on. Otherwise, I can't stay in one area right now. I have to just finish this and get through this now. I can't stagnate on one scene, even if the line art is a bit janky, even if the coloring is a bit janky, there's some parts that aren't filled properly. It's fine. We got to move, okay? It's only one frame. if it's one frame, it's one frame. We just move. I just hope they don't actually go deep into my frames and actually look at them, because that will be horrifying. That will be like, God, that will be so cringe. I'll cringe at every frame sometimes. Not all of them, because I think the few animations I did in the beginning were really good, because I didn't have a specific gauge for time, so I was pretty generous on how much time I spent on them. But these later scenes are absolutely, it's just bad, man. Sometimes I'm just like, oh God, look at this eyebrow. You see that? That line is just, it makes me want to throw up sometimes, but I don't have time to clean it up and make it straight. I don't have the time. I just have to move, I just have to hope that no one notices besides you guys on stream. So I just have to, I just have to, just kind of move on from that, and just kind of suppress my inner perfectionist and critical side. I just got to suppress that and just not pay any attention to it and just move forward. Otherwise, I'm gonna be sitting, the whole 10 days on this one scene trying to perfect it. And right now I don't have the time, like I said. So we move forward, we keep going. And yeah, we just ignore the mistakes for now. Ignore them. Don't even look at them. Don't pay them attention. Definitely, I think in July, when I actually get the time, because I'm just finishing as much as I can for the submission, but the rest of the animation, after I've submitted everything, I can always clean up and polish up for my channel, and then when I upload, it's gonna look much cleaner, much better. So I can always look forward to that. For now, we're not gonna look at it. We're just gonna be like, okay, that's what it is. Then that's what it is. Just erase this here. So far, Blender's come pretty far though with their 2D tools. I will say that. Okay, back. Hey man, welcome back. You just missed the whole speech of me telling everyone how shit my work is. So congrats on that. What is that, Nick? Like I said, we don't have time. We don't have time to worry about nicks and hands right now, okay? Right now, we just moving. We're not worrying about frames right now. I have 10 days left. Whatever it is or here, they will stay here. Right now, we don't have time. We are out of time. That's just the reality of things, and it's only gonna be for how much frames, Yeah, we're not gonna notice. It's only that much frames, So we're gonna leave it. I just hope the judges don't see it. They don't critique every frame. They just move past it. I just hope that's the case. Yeah, but yeah, we just moving. We're just moving, we're just flowing, we're just keeping going. I'm not spending too much time on one thing here. If I really wanted to perfect the scene, I would sit down and do it, but right now, it's just getting the submission out. They will, I think they will be more forgiving on that aspect, because it's not about how good your characters look, it's about the animation. That's what this thing is about. They can scan every frame. They can do that if they have the time. I don't think they'll have that much time to watch and to actually critique every animation in that way. So yeah, I'm pretty confident in that aspect. Right now, as long as the animation is solid, that's all that matters, because it's an animation contest. This isn't a illustration contest. This isn't a, you know what I mean? It's a different aspect. I think you do get points for artistic style and if the stuff looks good, but there will there's other criteria they will be judging you on, like the sound quality. Sound quality is a big thing in this contest, so I'm pretty happy with the audio that was delivered to me by Hobbish. There's some really good voice acting there, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I have some soundtracks, I have some sound effects going. That is definitely going to be awesome, so I'm pretty happy with that. Once I get to that stage, because I might not even get a chance to get there, but yeah, I will definitely get there. I think, yeah, I will, because I'm gonna set the day for it. Well, at least tomorrow morning. I think I'll comp it in. Actually, I'll comp it in tomorrow morning, so that way I don't have to worry about it. Then I know that aspect is done. We don't have to look at it. It's done. Yeah, so just making things look good here isn't the point. We don't. They're not gonna care as much. It's only a part of the criteria, maybe like 1/5. So everything else has to match up. You know, everything else has to match up. The animation has to be solid, definitely, because that is the main aspect of this contest, the animation. The stylistic aspect of it, I'm not too worried about, because stylistically, every scene looks like it's supposed to be in the short film. It's congruent. Stylistically, it matches each other. There's just one scene that I'm, oh my god, it annoys me, but it's there, and it doesn't match the other scenes. So I'm hoping I get the time to get back to that scene, and it's a scene where Luna gets launched into a building. Meanwhile, the freak animator and making the animation look good. It's making it look good. That's fine. You can make it look good. You make it look good. But if there's the sound quality is bad, because that's another aspect of it. If the sound quality is bad, if there's other things like the motion of the character doesn't move too well, if there's a lot of there's a lot of things that's gonna go into this animation. So you can make it look good. You can make it look the best. It can look amazing. It can be like AAA industry level shit. But if it doesn't match up to the other criteria, and if it's only, he's gonna have to obviously do multiple scenes because he's gonna have to tell a story. The story is also a big aspect of the animation. So he's gonna have to tell a story with, and reminder, he had a year to do this. That's given the fact that his life things that happened. Unless it's a real crazy animator out there who's just sitting down, only animating and not doing anything else. He's literally shitting in his seat. He's not moving at all. If that person is in this contest, then no, definitely they will probably win. They will hands down, because they had nothing else to do. Meanwhile, I have my full-time animation job and like everything else I had to do. So like I only technically had 5 months to finish this animation, a 10-minute animation, which is ridiculous. I don't know why I did 10 minutes, but I don't know. I did 10 minutes. So that's why I'm cutting some scenes out for the submission at least, so I can get it in. And yeah, the rest I'll deal with after the contest. But right now, I just need to get the submission in. And once it's in, and it's locked down, and yeah, whatever. I'll be lucky enough to be in third place at least with what I have. Yeah. But as long as the animation is solid, I think I have a pretty good chance. As long as it's that freak will do all that and because they're a freak of nature, yeah. Yeah, maybe. No, but I've checked out the Discord. I've seen some of the submissions, and to be honest with you, I'm not too worried. But then again, if there was that freak out there, he wouldn't post anything, because the thing is, you're kind of giving your hand away. You're kind of giving your cards away. You're showing people what you've done, and basically they can look at it and they can perfect the aspects that you've perfected in your animation. It's kind of a way, it's kind of like showing someone your sparring video in boxing, you know what I mean? If this is a contest like that, you know? You can't, if you're going to show people your sparring footage and be like, oh, he threw that jab there, that jab's going to be a problem for me. I just need to work on maybe dodging a jab or find a way around it and maybe come in with a counter. So, you know, it's kind of like that, you know, you're kind of showing your hand. And I did kind of post a whole trailer, so I don't know. I basically threw my cards in their face and I was like, this is what I'm doing. So they know exactly what my thing looks like. They know what the animation is technically about. Yeah, you know. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was a smart move, but yeah. Meh. You know, I like the challenge. If, yeah, you know, that's what it is. I don't do this. I don't do this to win. Well, I want to win. Don't get me wrong. I love competition. I'm very competitive, so I would love to win. But mostly I'm doing it for people to get more eyes on my work, see what I'm capable of, see what I can do, put my name out there. That's all it is, you know, the recognition at least. And that's why I love doing contests like this, because you're getting, because Hardworms is gonna be basically he's gonna be streaming your work, he's gonna be displaying it to the public. He has over, I don't know how much subscribers now, so you're gonna have a lot of eyes on your work. So it's good to do stuff like this. He has like over 300,000 people, right? What place are you gonna get? I'm not sure. I'll have to, from what I've seen so far, there's a possibility I could get like in the top 3. There's a possibility, I think. But the thing is, the real sneaky, really good people will not post this stuff, so you won't know what's really out. Because I've seen what these people do sometimes. They just don't post this stuff, and they're pretty sneaky about it. And then once you get to the contest and you see all the real cool stuff, you're like, holy shit, we were these people all the time, you know? So those people could be out there, and they definitely are. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'll only know once I hit the once I see everyone's entry, you know. Right now I'm kind of confident of where I'm at, but at the same time they are those sneaky ones, you know. So I'm just wary of that. I'm wary of the reality of what could happen. So, but I'm quite confident that I'm doing good. I'm quite confident. I'm doing pretty well. Did pretty good. For the time I had, for what I was allotted, all the stuff that happened. So yeah, I'm pretty good. I made pretty good of a bad situation. Well, not necessarily bad, but I was quite busy. So yeah, technically in terms of the contest, it was bad. But yeah, I did pretty good. I did pretty good. And there are some shots in here that are like, oh, I did so good in. And I was like, oh, I did. The motions are just moving well. The piecing together of the shots just work. Oh my god, the sequence. I'll actually. Oh yeah, we hit 10. We hit 10 p.m. Let me show you guys. God damn, there's some sequences that I did. Oh my god, it's just the piecing, the composition. It's just worked very well. And even though it maybe stylistically doesn't look as good as I would like it to be, it works, you know? The shot is too saturated though. I do want to bump down the saturation on that. Because you can see the saturation isn't as high there, the contrast. So I kind of want to just bump that down because we move from this shot to this shot. And then this, I have to re-render this as well. This isn't... when the contest over, the 15th of June. 15th of June is the last date, last time I can actually submit something. That's when the submission period ends. I also have to re-render this shot and this shot because yeah, you can see it doesn't fit in here. It looks, the animation here though, Luna's animation here, absolutely flawless. Like look at that. Oh, you can. I don't know if you guys can hear Hobby's voice. We have a voice acting here, and we don't put it too loud. She did some really solid work in her voice acting, so the lip syncing fits pretty well. It works pretty well here, so I'm pretty happy with this. And that beginning animation part, this pretty Disney like. I did pretty well with the expressions as well, the hair flow, everything worked pretty well there. Rest of it is pretty. Oh, this effect is also pretty cool. I like it. Oh, you don't hear it? Oh, did I put it to soft? Hold on. Put it to soft, probably. Yeah. Just let me know if you can hear it. Where the hell is the volume again? Is it here? God damn it! Where did I put the volume? The volume? Oh, there. Freaking hell! I'm looking at the wrong place. There we go. Let me just pause the music a bit. Let me just pause the music. Maybe that's why, pause the music a bit, and let me check. Let me just check the sound settings here. I think we could. I think we put in the sound settings. Let me just check if it plays. This might be too loud. Let me drop it down to a 0.5. You don't want Hobbish blasting the ears. Doesn't play. Hold on. Let me. There we go. Just wasn't set on OBS. There we go. It should.
Oh, nothing much. Just thought I'd check in on my bestie.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's OBS slice.
Oh, nothing much. Just thought I'd check in on my bestie.
I like OBS's evil laugh. That's fucking hilarious. There's one of which she did was really evil. I'm not gonna play that for you guys. I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, But yeah.
Okay. Maybe I do have other motives.
Let me guess. And it's my voice. Hold on, let me just see Ed.
Wow, that's a good guess.
I hope it's not. Doesn't be pretty cool though.
The King of Villains has laid down his title in exchange for your head. Imagine Luna, Queen of Villains. I like the sound of that.
That's pretty cool though. My voice is pretty loud though, but I think it's because I set the volume to high. Hold on. Yeah. I'll have to tweak that later. I don't have time for that now, but where is oh yeah, the fighting sequence. That's what I wanted to get to. This entire sequence is just fucking badass. This might be too loud. Let me just bump this down a bit. Just a bit. If you do this, there's no going back.
Oh, don't worry. I never look back.
This whole sequence is just fucking awesome. He just appears and they throw hands, basically. That's the scene that I'm talking about, that I don't... It flashes by pretty quickly, so you don't notice it, but it's just the background kind of annoyed me a bit there, just that whole animation. And yeah, the background's pretty solid. Everything works, Pretty cool. Flies up, bam. Cheer. Oh, yeah.
Summoning fire, dragon's breath.
Hell yeah. It's a fucking cool scene. Well, see you later. Good night. Good luck. Yeah, no problem, man. I'm gonna need a bit of luck, but all it takes is really nice skills, Oh, do I have to read into this shot? I think I have to read into this shot. I don't know. The lighting is not matching well. I'll have to go in and read into some of these shots because the lighting is just slightly off. Oh, that smoke. Oh, really good. Animation's pretty solid here. Yeah. Ooh, look at that shot. God damn, it's a cool shot. Look at that shot. Boom. Whew, that's I'm pretty confident in like getting a good grade on this animation. Let's just say that. I'm pretty confident in doing pretty good in this contest. These first few scenes are all right. I definitely do have to kind of mess with the lighting situation here. A lot of the scenes, the lighting's quite different, and I don't like it. It's kind of out of place. So I do want to fix that a bit. A lot of this is fine. Yeah, that animation's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Yeah, everything's coming together pretty well. Pretty happy with what I have so far. I think I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. Goddamn. Who's joining? I don't know. But yeah, my phone's about to die on TikTok. So I'm about to head off for you guys. See ya. Hop. We just head off on TikTok, yeah? Hold on. Okay. Pretty cool. As for you guys on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed the stream. This is pretty cool. I gotta go. But yeah, man, we saw some really cool stuff here. I've got it. Actually, I got it more done on this stream than any other stream because I think I was pretty focused. There's a lot of stuff I got to do here. God damn it! You see the kind of this shot here. I don't think it's noticeable if I play the entire animation. He kind of punches her. She flies back. Boom. It's not that noticeable, but I think it does get noticed once she flies through the building. Boom. You know. So maybe I'll kind of tweak that a bit. Maybe if I do have the time. Boom. Because look at that. Look at how smooth his one is, right? So freaking smooth. Bam. Lands there. And then those shots are a bit too actually I don't mind them too much aesthetically because it's kind of on the purple side now. But it's only because of the lighting that she's emitting. So I think this one's pretty fine. Obviously we have his yelling. Let me just turn this off actually. Boom. Okay, he throws his punch, flies out. She does her thing. And that slight whiff of smoke at the end that really sets it off pretty well. So yeah, I think I've got these scenes pretty well.
Huh?
They're pretty well lit. They're pretty well done. And I did even lip sync animation, which was another pain in the ass, but not actually as much. You know, I just did like 4 to 5 maybe different sets of like mouth movements, and I just reused those. So yeah, it wasn't actually that much of pain. I actually got through it pretty well. I finished these scenes in between. I can add them actually. This is the current scene I'm working on where she flies and punches him in the stomach. And then I'm gonna finish that one up. Finish those up, finish this up. So I come to this scene. And yeah, this scene you guys are probably not gonna see in the submission period. I'll probably only be working to clean this up at the end of July for you guys when I do the full short form. So you'll only get to see the cool ass transformation at the end of July in the full short form. But I think this is actually a pretty cool shot though. That's set together. The whole fighting sequence. Pretty cool back and forth here. Pretty simple as well, so that's kind of pretty cool. This shot as well. amazing. Like I went all out for this shot. I picked certain shots that I really wanted to make look really good and polished. So that shot actually looks really well done. And the animations, oh, like if you go every frame here, there's some killer shots in there that'll be harsh. That'll be hard to beat. Yeah, this shot, oh my god, fucking amazing, man. I spent so much time on this shot because I wanted, certain shots that I wanted to look really good. Even the background movement, look at the background. There's some blur effects, and here he kind of flies behind the building, bam, and he goes down. So yeah, this one really well done. I think this one really look cool. So I think very good on this shot. I think that's gonna really put my work over the top. Definitely my voice acting work. So let's listen to some of the voice acting here because it's pretty good. Especially this part, the breathing. My friend Hobbish did these things, so it's pretty cool.
I've been holding back, hoping
I did the
that
guy's
you'd
voice, of
change
course.
your mind. This is the last time that I will give you that option.
Here's a close. And
I will admit, I underestimated you. But this time,
I'm still gonna add a shot in there.
Everything I've got.
Yeah, I gotta add that shot in there still. Oh, that shot as well. Bam. And some of the shots look real pretty, like this shot. Like the lighting. You can see the fireball before it hits him. You can see the light the light coming towards him. Bam. You can see it kind of edging onto him, and it starts. And you can see the light effect kind of blings off his clothes as well, so that's pretty cool. Even you can even see the fireball kind of hits the building in the back, kind of carries through. So I spent a lot of time on this shot, just perfecting the movements. Oh, those flash frames though, yeah, fucking awesome. Those flash frames, that is taken from, I don't know if you've seen My Hero Academia. There's that scene where Todoroki does that cool ass flame blast as Deku when he's fighting Deku. In the, I think it's like wasn't a tournament, but it was like a, you know what I mean, like a contest, like a hero contest or something, fighting that epic scene. This flash frame was inspired by that because I studied those flash frames, because you can see I did the bare minimum though. I didn't do as much as that shot, but I did as much as I could do, and yeah, it really paid off with the effects and everything. So it looks pretty cool. So altogether, that shot right there, damn. Even like the dispersing of that like fire, basically the camera kind of flies into the ball of fire and it slides out and it disperses. So that also is a pretty cool effect. There's a lot going on in this scene that I really enjoy, and it's pretty cool to break it down now. But I think I'll do a full breakdown video on all the shots I did. The shot definitely... Oh, what the hell is happening with this shot over here? Oof. What happened here? Did I render it out too... Oh, it's too big. Oh, I rendered it out in double the quality. What? Am I insane? What the hell was I thinking? Why did I do that? Oh well, it's done. I'm not gonna tune it down or anything. It'll just mean the quality looks much more sharper on the shots, which is something I want to do for all the shots. Hopefully I can do that. I would like to actually render out every shot in double the quality so I can compress it and actually make it look much cooler. The shot, like I said, the saturation is just way too much here. I gotta bump that down a bit. The shot has nothing on it, so it looks dull. This one also looks pretty dull. I gotta brighten that up a bit, do some color correction, and yeah, that should be fine. You can see the buildings are pretty, yeah, it's not so bad because it's pretty far off, but yeah, it's like the shading just, but It's fine. It doesn't take away from the animation. You're not really focusing on the bolding here. There is some of the artifacts does kind of pull away from the character, so I might actually just dull that out a bit and add more emphasis on the character. But in the far away shots, it definitely works much better. Yeah, that's pretty cool. These shots are much more recent, which is why they look much more cleaner. So yeah. Oof. I think I'm gonna use this for my next thumbnail. This shot right here. Bam. When they hit on impact. I love that shot. This one here, yeah. That frame, that keyframe right there. That's a badass keyframe. Yeah, this bolding is gonna annoy me till the end of time, but I'll definitely clean it up again another time. Yeah, this is all look cool. But like I said, like when you watch these sequences together, it's like it really adds more to the animation itself, and it just makes it look so much more cooler, especially with the sound effects and everything that I'm gonna add here. There's some real decent animation scenes here and shots that I just, man, looks pretty cool. So yeah, I'm really excited to finish this. Tomorrow, it's grind time. Grind time times 10 basically, because I'm gonna finish as much as I can, and just grind out as much as I can as well. So yeah, that's about it. I think that's it for this stream, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Same time next week, Saturday. I think we can just head on to the end screen. Where's the music? Obviously gotta pop the music back on, right? Gotta pop the music back on. Oh, that's a bit too much. Okay, I think we're gonna end it here, guys. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Hopefully you enjoyed watching me animate. Let's head over to the end screen. Man, whew, there's a lot of work to still do, but I'm pretty confident that I can finish it off. And yeah, I can't wait to actually show this to you guys, because I'm freaking excited to show you guys the work that I've put into this, and you know, all the effort and stuff. So like, it's really gonna pay off pretty well. And yeah, so thank you all for joining. Shout out to Scythe Cider. See, you've been commenting and interacting a bunch. Shout out to Elias, as always, you know, buddy's got my back because he loves me. He just loves me, man. He loves me so much, you know. So shout out to him. Shout out to Hobbies for the voice acting. Shout out to all my homies for supporting me. Shout out to, you know, everyone who just subs to the channel. You know, everyone who just supports me. You know, it's been a pretty wild ride, and I just enjoy doing some awesome content for you guys. I know there will be new videos in the future. So yeah, I'm looking forward to producing those for you guys, giving you guys more tips on animation work or comic work or whatever I'm gonna do. So yeah, thank you guys again for joining, and I'll see you guys in the next video or next live stream. Bye bye everyone. Bye. Bye bye.